Hello everyone! welcome. I'm Isaac Umbras, and today we are back in Gran Turismo. Hope everyone is doing well. Let's jump right in. We got a lot to get done still, including the JGTC, the second half of it. Alright, Trial Mountains. That is a much more twisty course. And I think that means, let's double check, make sure we are good there. But I am going to be increasing the downforce even further, because we have so much horsepower, right? That it's worth it to have the downforce for the twisty sections. So I'm thinking that we should be okay here with that regards. Yep, we got the magic oil lamp. But yeah, this thing, absolute beast. Got a beautiful 3S GTE inline 4 2-liter engine, making a crazy amount of horsepower. We have turbocharged just to the extreme, so that it is making a lot more than the initial 500-ish horsepower that it did. You know, it's kind of crazy just how many different engines the JGTC Supras had, though. They initially started out with the 2JZ engine, the inline 6, but when they realized it wasn't as competitive due to weight, they then shrunk it down to an inline 4 with the 3S GTE. And then afterwards, they swapped to V8s in 2003. They swapped to that for better low and mid-range torque, since you're already limited on peak power at the time. They decided, well, you know what, let's get a bigger engine, more displacement. And it was a factory-derived engine, so it was, you know, allowed as well, which is super cool. So, and it is kind of cool. You can drive like different variations of the different JGTC cars in different games as well. Like, for example, in Enthusiast, you can drive the V8 version of the Supra there. But in Gran Turismo 3, you can drive the inline 4 powered ones. I think there's a game you can drive the inline 6 powered ones as well. But you can at least drive the ones that are the most successful ones. As a Supra won the championship. I'm trying to remember exactly. I think it was 01. Either 01 or 02, and then it won again in 03 with the new V8s, which is very, very impressive. Shows just how strong that chassis was. And yeah, the increase in downforce definitely helps out. Holy moly, this is good. And hey, this is only a 15-lap race for such a short track. Normally for a track like this, it'd be a 20-lap race. Even better. This allows us to really, you know, put the rubber to the road, and we should be able to complete the full championship by the end of tonight. So welcome forward, Shelby GT. Hope you're well. Welcome to the stream. We are back in the Denso Sard Supra, a privateer backed entry in the JGTC that competed for quite a while. They competed in the Supra from 94 to 06 before switching to the Lexus SC430. SC430, I think it was one of the Lexus cars, which also was powered by a V8, like the later Super JGTC cars. Super internet. Yeah, I know. AWS servers have had a major issue, so a lot of websites are absolutely struggling. They are absolutely struggling now. Hopefully they got that resolved. Okay, easy on the brakes, nice and smooth through these corners. Let's absolutely light it up. Yeah, the downside with the increase in the downforce is you do get a higher rate of tire wear as well, as you're putting a lot more heat into the tires with higher cornering speeds. So you do need to be a little bit careful that you don't cause too much issues with that extra tire wear with increased downforce. But downforce is still king. and especially Gran Turismo 3 and 4. So you usually more than make up the difference between a pit stop with higher downforce. Santiago today, you got less selection. Oh gosh. Yeah, so with some places with the rolling blackouts and everything like that, it's rough. It does make me wonder though, like how effective going like solar would be, how expensive that would be too. Kind of do the cost-benefit analysis of that. It'd be interesting. I have definitely considered solar a little bit for my house, but it's one of those things that I've been like looking up like how much it'll save me versus like how much it'll cost, and it's still just, I can't quite afford that yet. I don't think. At least it's not something that I would see as a, let me rephrase that. It's not something I'd see it as a meaningful investment. But it could be cool. I think if I were to ever, because the roof's about 8 years old now. If I were to replace the roof, I'd probably get solar shortly after that. But I think with the current age of the roof here, I'd probably wait a little bit to get solar. If I were to get solar, man, it only gets a decent amount of sunlight. We get a moderate amount of sunlight, and the way my house faces, I do get quite a good amount of sunlight kind of throughout the entire day. Solar is somewhat viable in Maryland. Not necessarily as viable as it is in like the southern states, you know, like Florida, Texas, you know, Arizona, New Mexico, California, all that stuff. But like it's still reasonable. You can still make a good amount. And that puts, you know, less strain on the grid and all that stuff as well. I've seen the news, trains go without electricity. Oh gosh. Yeah, that is rough. Could you imagine getting stuck, you know, on the way to work? At least you got a valid excuse for being late. The downside is you got to stay late to then to make up for that, the time and everything, probably. That's gotta be trouble. I know one time I was like 2 hours late for work because someone got into an accident in the Baltimore tunnel. And I couldn't, you can't turn around in a tunnel. So I was literally stuck waiting in a tunnel for police and like a record crews and everything to clear up the accidents. And that took them a while, because they basically enter I-95 through the wrong direction. And then go, and it like just happened as well, so like, oh, it was bad. It was bad. I had to call my boss. I had to try to like figure out a way to call my boss in the middle of a tunnel under the Baltimore Harbor, and it was, oh, it was terrible. It was so terrible. Some great questions to have. Okay. I might be able to answer those depending on how weird they are. Go ahead, shoot them. Lay them out for me. Yeah, tires are already starting to fade just a little bit. We're doing decent. We're doing alright. Do real tests to see how well those handles in like Tokyo Route 246 and Grand Valley Speedway. Because I know those two are coming up. As well as Rome. Rome shouldn't be too bad. And then Monaco we're going like max wing, I think. I think going max wing at Monaco would be the smart decision, just for how low speed it is. You want as much downforce as possible. Oh, the speed. I absolutely love this thing. That is a beautiful machine. Fucking cool speed. JGTC also, yeah, JGTC is what eventually became Super GT. Welcome to the stream. Yes, and we are in the old JGTC Supras and all that stuff. Some difficult service I've seen. 3 times the spam messages of Elon Musk. What's going on with that? No. I didn't even know Elon Musk use Discord. I'm not really outside of the bot issue we had to take care of today in the Discord, which I banned the bots. That I haven't really seen too much spamming. But yeah, no, that was unfortunate. They managed to join, and then they were like, but I completely banned them, so they can't even rejoin. I didn't even kick them. I just completely banned the bot. The bots are getting smarter. I kind of put in the initial, like, hey, you know, actually click the Miata for the rules to, you know, confirm, you know, you've read the rules and everything like that. The bots can react to messages too, apparently. And so the bot managed to do that, which is a little bit interesting. Yeah, our tires are starting to die a little bit. I think this lap we are going to be pitting in. Yeah, the increased downforce definitely increased the tire wear a little bit. We should be able to make it more past the halfway point in Grand Valley and Tokyo. We should be fine there. Welcome, Petra. Is that Batsu or my Batsu? I prefer my Batsu just because I didn't really play too much Grand Theft Auto 2. I don't really like the top-down GTAs as much. So I kinda like the other stuff instead, you know, the 3D and HD eras. Also, I'm not the biggest fan of like Chinatown Wars. I don't really want to play that much. I don't know, just some things just don't work as top-down games. Pokemon works. GTA much less so. And into the pits. There we go, perfect. But yes, this thing, absolutely beautiful. Amazing speed. We got this carbon fiber monocoque. And believe it or not, this was actually driven in the 1999 season. It was driven by Keiichi Tsuchiya, the Drift King himself, which is really cool. Didn't exactly do the best, just because it was a privateer entry, and it lost out due to the better funding. Manufacturer-backed teams like the Toms, the Nismo Skylines, you know, the Mugen NSXs and all that stuff. I did lose out to some of those, but for a privateer team, they punched well above their funding and well above their weights. What's the car I'm driving now? I am driving the Denso Sard JGTC Supra, the one that's powered by the inline 4, the 3S GTE. Absolutely amazing machine. It's got downforce, it's got power, it's lightweight, it is agile. And if you look, even second place is also a Supra as well. So a Supra 1-2 here at Trial Mountain. Though we are the Yeet Chicane. The Yeet Chicane is always tricky. Just going through that. Holy moly, it is guts. At these speeds, it is very, very tough to like get a good run through there. I still prefer the Yeet Chicane over the chicane in Gran Turismo 7's version of Tri Mountain though. I feel like the risk, you know, the risk is part of the thrill of that part of the course. Oh, yeah, that happened. Yeah, a bot got into the Discord server. We banned that. So it's no issue. As long as no one clicked any links or whatever, we should be good. Like I said, I fully banned the bot, so they can't come back. The bot had a 500 kilogram bomb just dropped on them. Oh, the speed of this. It is good. Come on. Easy, smooth. There we go. Good stuff. Yeah, this is absolutely amazing. The handling of this, the sheer, because with the upgrades and everything, in order to make it, you know, more equal with the rest of the field, we have upgraded the engine to 900 horsepower. Although it's probably making a little bit less now with the fact that oil is gone completely bad in it. But still, it is making a massive amount of power. And we are now over 1,000 miles on this. We have done more than 1,000 miles on the Denso Sorry Supra. That is a massive amount of mileage there. Holy moly. Talking about a minute clip. Yeah, it happened again. It's one of those things where it happens everywhere. You know, people create the bots, and the bots basically just indiscriminately join any and all servers they can, and then they stay dormant for a certain amount of time, make sure they have all like the roles and access, and then they just spam that stuff. It's spam, just alert moderators, and they'll deal with the bot. It's one of those things where you kind of have to play whack-a-mole with it a little bit. Oh my gosh, I mean, we may actually, with the higher downforce, we may end up lapping some of the competition. That's the thing with the AI, is they do run heavily modified cars, but they don't adjust setup at all. So with setup changes, you can absolutely wipe the floor with them, with vehicles that be otherwise similar to you. Alright, two more laps to go. Let's absolutely rubber in the track. Let's make sure we shred our tires. And let's see if we can't lap everyone. I want to see if we can do that. Because all the other cars are also, you know, have the highest level of upgrades you can put on them. So I'm thinking we can probably, you know, we can probably beat them, I think. That's the main thing with the high difficulties and the later league races, is the AI just gets more powerful and more upgraded vehicles. Yeah, you got the Skylines in the back. They absolutely eat through their tires. The heavy inline 6 there. The heavy inline 6 there really does not do them a whole lot of help. I'm surprised, honestly, especially with some of the success of the inline 4s that the Subarus are running, that Nissan and Nismo didn't pivot to like an SR20 derived engine. That could have been a smart pivot, I think. You know, you're doing kind of like the same thing, getting the lightweight inline 4 in the front. Since you're already going to be limited by power anyway, you know, you can definitely, you know, squeeze out 500 horsepower out of an inline 4. They did eventually switch to the V8 with their Z's in, I want to say it's 2003 or 2004, one of those 2 years. I want to say 2004. And that had a naturally aspirated V8 in it, I think. I might be wrong. Don't fully quote me on that. It may have had a turbo V8. But I could have sworn that the Z's later on ended up getting V8s, and it was really only the NSX that was still running. Pretty much the closest thing to the original engine. I will say the NSX, despite having the least amount of power when fully upgraded, they are very, very gentle on their tires, which allows them to beat out some of the other drivers, some of the other racers. Oh gosh, the poor Supra. He just had to last just a little bit longer. One more lap, it would have been okay. But now they decided to pit. They decided to pit. Ripperoni and cheese there. Alright, next up. Alright, Rome. We're going to Rome. Alright, easy. Nice. Okay. Up. A little bit of touching. A little bit of touchy-feely there. Alright, good. Power! That is the thing though, the Supras, once upgraded, do make even more power than the Skylines do. Which is crazy, because, you know, you think, well, you know, you're putting a massive turbo, unrestricted turbo on either of them. You think having 2 extra cylinders would help out, but no, the Supra is just an absolute beast. And that's it's either the the Denso Sard or the Castro Toms. Both of them just get crazy amounts of power, as both of them get the absolute massive performance. All right, let's see what kind of laps we're running. It is also a 15-lap race here. This one might also be a fairly quick one, being about 20 minutes instead of the usual 30. I mean, from a stop, it's a minute 25. So I want to see how it is when we're actually moving, because we are moving at a significant amount of speed as we cross the line. We are moving at a significant amount of speed as we cross the line. So I think we'll be okay. Ooh. Oh boy. And it does, on the slow speed corners, you do need to watch out though. The rear end does like to kick out just a little bit. Oh gosh, alright, understeer. Alright, so that is a 118. I can go a lot faster than that, I think. I made a significant error on that final corner. And I don't want to make that again. Because IRL, that would have literally been the end of our race. That would have been a big, hefty hit to the wall. Race over. Pack it up, boys, we're going home. I will say, they are keeping some decent pace though. Like, they're only 9 seconds back. so they may still be within striking distance when it comes time to pit. So I'm probably planning on pitting around like end of lap 8, or end of lap 9, one of those two. That may make things a little bit tricky, but we will see. Alright, depending on what the next race is, if it's Grand Valley, I'm probably going to increase the downforce. If it's Tokyo, I'm probably going to keep the downforce the same, as Tokyo's got a bit more high-speed sections than Grand Valley. Six, 7. Alright, even faster, that's good. And now, because that previous lap affected the next lap, we can probably go even quicker here this time around. These are very, very rapid laps. I'm surprised they didn't make these races 20 laps like they did some of the earlier races, the earlier shorter track races. I'm not that I'm complaining though. I am not complaining in the slightest. They did it, you know. This is a long enough championship. So I will be more than happy to do only 15 laps instead of the usual 20. I know both Grand Valley and Tokyo will probably be 20 lap races as well, but those are slightly longer lap times. You're looking at probably closer to 30-minute race to both of those. And then we get the finale at Côte d'Azur. So we may actually genuinely be able to complete the entire championship tonight, I think. That's what I'm looking forward to. Yep, alright, just a couple tenths quicker. Come on. Oh, alright, a little bit of, I think second gear is better there. Because even though the game says, oh, you should be in third gear, like we're too low in RPM, so we can't really use that to really get the car to rotate around. Second gear may be better. Yeah, you lose a little bit of time in the upshifts with having yet another upshift. But like on the other hand, you know, you're able to make the corner a lot better, and you're able to get that rotation. And you need that rotation, especially you know, in such a high-speed track like this. You need to make sure you get your car through the corners. Without any understeering. You don't want understeer, but you want to make sure it's stable on exits. It's basically balancing those two things when driving is what makes you quicker. Is being able to put the power down on exit and getting the turning on entry without the ass going into the corner first. There we go. Nice and smooth there. Oh, okay. Easy. We're good. We are more than good here. The sheer speed as well. Hitting almost 180 miles an hour down the back straights is terrifying. Like on a city circuit, hitting those speeds. That is crazy. I do want to know, like, for some like city street circuits, what kind of speeds like some like different cars can reach. Like at the end, it's like some of the longer straights. Like imagine like IndyCar, like at like Long Beach, is probably reaching, you know, like what, like 160, 165 maybe. It's a shoreline drive isn't exactly that long, and you are also turning, which does kind of slow down a little bit. Detroit, probably the same thing, you know, you're coming out of a very slow speed corner. And it's not particularly a long straight either for either of them. I know Road America, they reach some crazy high speeds. Oh, this is gorgeous though. The speed, the absolute speed of this thing is just so good. We're able to rev it up quite high as well, around the 7,500 RPM range, right around where we're shifting. Just before that, actually, just a little bit before that. Yeah, next lap I'm pitting. Tires are still feeling good, so I'm holding one. Yeah, tires are still more than good. So I'm gonna hold off one more lap before I pit, and then we will be good. And then we have the two long races next after this run. I like how this championship, they're like, all right, we have Grand Valley. What's the other one we should do? Grand Valley Reverse. You sure about that? Yes. Okay, you're the boss. I will say I do absolutely love this track though. Like it is really beautiful. And I like the fact that especially like at the midway points around the track, like around the Coliseum section, you can literally see like your opponent cars going by on the opposite side. And if you listen closely, you can faintly hear them too. Like that is super cool. I wonder how well that would work in like an IRL like race. Because I know Long Beach kind of has something similar, and Detroit as well, but not too many others. Not too many others, I think. I think I'm doing something a little bit wrong about this schedule and playthrough. Why do you say that? What do you think you're doing wrong? Have you killed enough cartel members yet? Yeah, the strengthened, we got strengthened forge internals here, improved durability on the block and head, higher lift and duration camshafts, lower compression ratio for better boost. I want to know how much boost you would need in a 3S GTE to make 900 horsepower. Like how much PSI? That's gotta be a crazy amount of boost. We're looking at what, like 30, 35, maybe 40 PSI? I mean, I know we are maxing out the boost pressure meter here in Gran Turismo 3, where you're going up well past 2 kilograms per centimeter, I think it is. Kilograms per square centimeter. Is that square centimeter or millimeter? I can't read that. I need to check the tips of schedule. Yeah, I don't know too much about that game. Only basic market supply and demand, so Make sure you sabotage your opponents as awesome and as often as you are improving your own supply. Oh, a little bit of a tap there. Just a little bit of tap, but yeah, if you look there, you can see past the yellow barriers. You can see another car just going by. Just super cool. And if you look on Google Maps, you can actually kind of make out this track as well on Google Maps. I think you can still like. I think the road still exists the way this is. The little wrong playthrough is I kind of want to look up your rank. Rip. Yeah, you can kind of hear the cars going by there as well. That is cool. Alright, not a bad run, not a bad lap so far. We can go quicker though. We can definitely go quicker. Yeah, the NSXs are doing surprisingly well for what is essentially a power-based course. There isn't too many long continuous corners. It's basically all about the long straights and how much power you can put down. So the fact that the lowest power, the NSXs, are actually doing really well here is a bit surprising. It's a bit shocking. Like I'd expect honestly, like either the GTRs or the other Supra to do, you know, to be in the lead. But no, it's the Arta NSX. Yeah, now we're far enough ahead that we can't hear the cars go by on the one side. Only on the other side we can hear them go by. Okay, don't hit that curb. Hitting that curb will absolutely send us to the outside. Yeah, and that hurt her time, I think. Probably about a tenth or two. Maybe a little bit more. To not defeat the Benz's cartel mission, you have to lose the entire influence doctrine. I see. Oh, big rip there. Best of luck with that. I do wish you the best of luck with defeating the cartel. Alright, not bad so far. Yeah, the NSX is ways away. I don't think we will quite be able to catch them this time. They are fairly quick on the straights, so I think that we may end up losing out just a little bit, just a wee bit to them. And that may prove unfortunate, a little bit difficult. So some good things. You do lose the influence. Okay. That's good. Hang on a sec. Did I freeze? I did freeze. Okay. OBS, internet, everything's being a little bit wonky. That's fine. So we should be mostly good. I'm gonna hang on a sec. I am going to adjust this just so I can see the drop frame section again. Right now I'm only hovering around 1% total of this entire stream of drop frames. So that's not, it's not great. I'm a little bit worried about that, but it's for the most part It's within acceptable parameters. Something like my mouse wouldn't work. Did your cat attack your mouse? But welcome, Adachi. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've been well. Hope all is good. PC is finally acting up after the Windows support died. Yeah, well, plus also, you know, when Microsoft unleashed like an absolute dog water Windows 11 update. I am genuinely trying to hold off Windows 10 as long as Windows 11 as long as possible. Like how is Microsoft able to subsequently, like, major update after major update make each operating system worse than the last? First time? Yeah, I know. Like, genuinely, like, Windows 7 was pretty good. Windows 8, I didn't like it, but, like, whatever. It was meh. Windows 10 is even worse, and the Windows 11, like, it is just breaking PCs left, right, and center. Like, how is it evolving but backwards? Windows Vista? I mean, nope, don't break one of your own rules, Isaac. But yeah, no. We started with Windows Vista, and now we have Windows Visa. That is all I will say on that matter. Job of Windows Vista, you didn't have to pay. Yeah, I can imagine. Ooh, okay, so we do have thing type happen again. No, you were more correct than you realize. Broke PC. Nah, all good, don't worry about it. Alright, we're gonna increase the downforce further. There we go. Max wing. Brock PC, celery, gotta be VeggieTales. Cauliflower, sweet and sour, half an hour, VeggieTales. So the ways to loss of the Benson's influence is unlocking new customers, making graffiti, and then you get to finish the Benzi deal. Hey. Alright, good luck, buddy. Oh, I'm getting spun around. I'm literally getting hooked. I'm getting hooked on phonics. Ow, hi. Don't do that, you melon. Okay, hi. They're just giving you taps to prevent cooties. Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works. No other reason. Oh, gosh. Whoa. Okay. A little bit of understeer there. Didn't quite like that as much. I think back in Tokyo we'll decrease the downforce a bit. So I think I may have increased it too much. 75% is probably the way to go. 75% of max. Because yeah, I can feel the car kind of struggling a little bit now with the full max wing. I say that, we're still topping around like 190. That is not particularly slow. And we still need to get our you know, our tires warmed up as well. Before we can really kind of judge Like you said, max wing 0. No. We'll probably need to reduce the max wing a little bit. About 75%, I think. Just because right now we have the downforce setting fully maxed out. Basically, we have the maximum aggression wing angle on the front and the rear. So we'll be really quick in like these types of corners. But we might be struggling a little bit on some of the straights. Time will tell. Time will tell if this was a good choice or not. Probably not, but you know what? YOLO. On the bright side, we've done the longest of the races in this series, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. We basically just have this, Tokyo, and Monaco left, and I like Monaco. I genuinely like racing at Monaco, so it's not. We're good. And then we will have completed yet another championship. We'll then only have the Polyphony Digital Cup, the Gran Turismo All-Stars, the GT World Championship, and the Formula Gran Turismo. Not bad. And then, you know, 2 endurance races. Which, hopefully, if we complete this, we can do one of the endurance races this Sunday. To knock it down to 1 endurance race. We are cutting it close, though. Getting really close to the end of the year. Like October like flew by. Holy moly, I was not expecting that from October. Just the like it seems like just like a couple of days ago it was like, oh, October 1st, oh my gosh, spooky skeletons and everything. And now we're like, you know, it's crazy. It's already Christmas drinks and spooky No. As a November born baby and everything, and as someone whose favorite holiday is genuinely Thanksgiving, like, seriously, can we enjoy the holidays in the order they come? But no, genuinely Thanksgiving is my favorite, like completely. It's great because one, I love cooking. I absolutely love cooking, and so a holiday entirely centered around cooking, without needing to necessarily like give each other gifts and everything like that. Because I'll also fully admit I am notoriously hard to shop for. Like it's perfect. It's just a chill, you know. Everyone does like a potluck thing. You know, you all bring like your special dishes, you share and exchange your recipes. You get to eat the good food, and then you get to like kind of like vibe out, you know, talk and chill. Maybe have an adult beverage or two, you know, just kind of vibing with the family. And it's just great, you know. I think this year I'm making my mashed potatoes, my red skin mashed potatoes. I think something why it was chaotic and Black Friday was always with. Yeah, that's why I don't do Black Friday. I don't think I've done Black Friday in almost a decade now. I remember doing it once with my dad when I was like 18, just to see what it was like, and I'm like, nah, I hate this. I kind of hate this. No, thank you. I'll just do Cyber Monday. I'm just gonna do Cyber Monday. I don't need to get up at the ass crack of dawn. I don't need to camp out overnight. Like, nah. I will happily get, you know, I will happily, you know, purchase things from the comfort of my own home, at my own leisure, drink in hand, all that stuff. Especially working in retail, it's all that's true. But nah, I genuinely, it's not fun. It's not fun for Black Friday. And trust me, I've thankfully only once, but I have worked retail on a Black Friday as well, and it's even for an auto parts store, you get the crazies then. The store opens early, and Yeah. It was rough. Because we have like all the other stuff as well, like the auto detailing kits and everything. All of that. You have the gifts. I did with Cyber Monday. We just put the regular items in one for. Yeah. I don't know, just the other thing is like the Black Friday deals aren't even like that good anymore. Like it seems kind of like not that great. Like for like the the added stress and like all that stuff of going out and going to a store and everything. It's just kind of silly. Then honestly, yeah, exactly. Like you can get that any other time of the year. You can get that any other time of the year, like that type of deal. It's not particularly good. It really isn't. It's kind of mid. But yeah, no, I don't know. It ain't for me. It ain't for me. Finally from the Matrix, we have all taken the red pill. The blue pill, the doctor says it lasted longer than 4 hours, so we can't take it anymore. Otherwise, we gotta cut it off. Big Sag. Why am I like this? Why am I like this, Isaac? Because but yeah, no, like it just ain't. It might just be like our neck of the woods and everything like that. Maybe Black Friday's got like better deals elsewhere, but like from what I'm seeing, it's not particularly great. And I've also found that like as I've gotten older, I don't really want as much in like the material sense. It's more so like I'd much rather spend time with family and just kind of like have the vibes and everything. If there's any wants, it's basically like knowledge and or like good times. Watching some YouTube shorts, and I think it was Golden Corral who was doing the holiday drinks. Holiday drinks? Ayo. That's interesting. I went more than when I was a kid. Fair. Thanks for the comments running out. That's a good point too. I guess it kind of depends on like perspective of like, do you want to enjoy like the stuff now while you still can, or you just kind of like you can't take it with you when you die type of mentality. I don't know. Oh, back again to the left. There we go. Smooth operator. He's a smooth operator. Depends in person. I never experienced anything as a kid growing up, but now that I'm older and everything I have to do with it. Yeah, that's true. It's one of those things where it's like if you never really like had as much as a kid, it could be one of those things that's like, yeah, I kind of want to like experience what it's like, all that stuff. But yeah. Oh, that's just a beautiful car as well. Back to the left. To the right. Oh gosh, I apologize. I'm a little bit EP today. Work's been a little bit hectic with the government shutdown and all that stuff. As a contractor, you contractors are in no rest with the wicked for us, so we're still operating. So it's been interesting. Do the opposite, you slow down when you go to oil, but it's just a thing. So what the heck? Yeah, no, it's one of those things that's just kind of like, I don't know, like I'm just doing a lot of like integration, everything. I got the climb. Oh wait, I can't say that. Oh, that's a downside of doing what I do. I literally cannot say what I like do a lot for a living. I had a lot of fun today though. I was outside. The air was just beautiful, you know, kind of cool, but like still warm, crisp fall weather. The sun was bright and vibrant, so you know, you had the sun on your face and everything warming you up. It was good. It was good. I don't normally get to work out of doors that much with the current job, but like today was busy. Like it wasn't a whole lot of just sitting around doing nothing, but like I got to do something a little bit different today, and it was so much fun. Although I am a little bit sore. I had to climb into a couple of really tight spaces on a thing, to do a thing. And I was in those tight spaces for about 2 hours, so I'm a little bit sore. But no, it's been super fun. It was been really enjoyable. I just realized I should have pit like a lap or two ago. Good to know the tires are still holding up. I knew a guy who worked at a bowling alley that did that. Oh, like climbing behind like the machines and everything like that. That's gotta be interesting. Dude, it's been so long since I've ever like actually been to a bowling alley. I should go sometime in the winter. There's a bowling alley not far from me. It'd be like a fun like date night with my wife or whatever. That'll get some people, get some of the family and everything. But like, hey yo, let's do this. But no, it's been so long since I've been bowling. I can't remember the last time I've done that. When I was doing this 6 kids. Dang! That's a lot. That is a big family. That's pretty cool though. Both my parents came from big families, but I only had one sister, so it was one of those things where I'm like, I'm always asking, so what was it like having so many siblings and everything? From what I gather, very loud and hectic. I used to make fun of him because we refused to get fixed. Hey, yo! Yeah, looks like I gotta sneeze. Okay, we're good. No, we're not. Oh, I misclicked the mute button, I'm sorry. Oh. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I apologize, I didn't mean to sneeze in y'all's ears. That's why I usually try to mute the mic. Oh. Y'all have been christened with an Isaac Umbras sneeze. Ew, that's gross. That's gross. What's the VTuber Japanese gonna say with the pray hands? Oh, TSKR? Teskuru, I think it is? Teskuru? I think. But that's because like with that one, a lot of them are like, you know, like the you know, people are like simping hard and be like, oh my gosh, they sneeze, super cute, kawaii, or whatever. My sneezes are gross. Has that really been the first unmuted Isaac Umbras sneeze? Okay, slippery rear end. Don't take it out of context. Don't take that out of context. Pococha with the streaming website was it's like the Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West wild. When I go into the Wild Wild West. When I bounce into the Wild Wild West. When I stroll into the Wild Wild West. When I roll into the Wild Wild West. Remember how Will Smith used to be a musician? It's so bad they shut down the USC. Hey yo, damn. People be absolutely crazy. Embrace it, Isaac. Turn it to 120% and sneeze like an old man. I ain't that old yet. Though I feel like I've aged a decade in the past couple of years. It's like the lyrics in the landslide. Children get older. I'm getting older too. I am getting old. Welcome, Gabriel. Hope you're well. Welcome to the stream. I mean, to be fair, I was just doing my best imitation of the turbo noises of the cars in this game. It was like people showing off weapons on stream, crashing out, Game Wars. Hey yo, not even like this GTA San Andreas kind. You have started a gang war. High school is most... People be crazy. People be ridiculous. I can imagine. Like that is genuinely like ridiculous. I don't know anyone that would. I can't judge because I probably watch some of that stuff just to like, you know, watch a train wreck of people. On the same token, like, damn. Yeah, some girl had a unicorn thing had a beef with other girls when the stream was. People are weird. People are weird. It's all so tiresome. I could probably break a little bit later there, I think. But I'm not sure. There's also an elderly lady who painted too. She got painted. Oh, so she was like the one ray of wholesome that like toxic website. She's like, hi, I'm Grandpa Schnickerdoodle, and I'm here to paint some flowers. That is adorable. That is sweet. That is absolutely adorable. I don't know. Old people streamers are just super wholesome. She gave me a free one but couldn't ship it. Oh, rip. That's unfortunate. Yeah, they were Indian scam. Aw. Yep. Death, taxes, and certain people are absolutely ruining things with scams. One guy who's so Pokemon cards and traded them with crash outs. Hopefully I've kept my crash shots to a minimum. I'm not gonna say I've had zero. I have had some, but like, I've been mostly okay, I think. Mostly okay. Mostly okay, I think. It was a lizard lady. A lizard lady. Okay. A lizard lady. So what did the lizard lady do? That's gonna crash out. It's like something from reality. Oh. Oop, over the curb. Back again to the left. Chocho Komodo dragons. Okay, that's actually really cool. Kind of using like you know, pets and everything like that to kind of teach the rest of the world about, you know, like different animals and everything. That is actually that's actually kind of cool. That's actually kind of cool. All right, 2 more laps. Two more laps. Gosh, I do say I absolutely love this car, especially the cool, unique headlights. Those are awesome. Oh, all right, there we go. Smooth. Okay. Ow. All right. Little bit twitchy there. Gotta be a little bit careful. Yeah, I've never been on Pococha, so this is all new information to me. Holy moly. Yeah, I imagine the Japanese one was a lot more kind of, you know, less crazy. The American one, you have, you know, people, like for the most part, people are good even here in the States, but there are definitely some people that just ruin it for others. It's unfortunate. Alright, the Casual Super is pitting in, so we're gonna lap you as well. We will lap you. One more lap. Super consistent times as well. But that was a new fastest lap. Around the hairpins. Back again to the right. There we go. The good stuff. The good stuff. We can do this. We can do this. They were raking in money like Twitch. Jeez. On a site that I haven't even heard of, they were raking in Twitch money. That's crazy. Koriori, welcome. Right now, we're about to finish round 8 of the 10-round championship of the JGTC Professional League Championship. We are in our Denso Sarid Supra. And we're kicking butts. The one goes so that she used to spend thousands a month. What the heck? That's crazy. That is genuinely like unhinged. Okay, a little bit of understeer. So they just shut it down. Fair. I mean, you know, people being like that, you know, makes sense that they probably do something like that. Boom. Oh, across the line. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, 2 more rounds. I know I'm gonna reduce it down for us just a little bit for Tokyo. Nah, I'm gonna keep it the same actually. Yeah, I used to make money, but it wasn't. Yeah, no, that makes sense. You know, it's one of those things where, with the streaming and stuff like that, for people that do want to like monetize, you do basically kind of do it as a hobby first, and you kind of turn it into like almost like a side job, and it's only like when you know you can really make full-time wages. Do you do it full-time and everything? I don't know. Me personally, I don't think I could really stream for like 8 hours like some of these people do. like by like the end of like 4 hours. So some of my longest streams have been like 4-ish hours. By the end of those streams, I'm like, oh, I'm tired, I'm dead. My voice is starting to go and everything. I probably not. I ain't built to, like, for the crazy streams. Well, some people don't even stream 8 hours, they stream 5 or less and they come out. True, but like still, like even 5 is like ridiculous. Like for me, like 2 to 3 is like kind of like the sweet spot where I'm like, I'm still enjoying myself at the beginning of the stream and at the end of the stream. If I'm like really feeling it, or like I really want to push like at the end of a game or whatever, or I'm doing something big, then I'm like, okay, I can go along like once or twice in like a blue moon, but like it's just crazy. I could not consistently do like that type of streaming schedule, I think. Yeah, exactly. Like the changing the voice and everything, and just like that's gotta cause so much, like so much strain on your vocal cords. Like that can't be healthy. That's why what you're seeing here is like my IRL voice. That's also why I've toned back some of the RPGs and everything, is like, especially post surgery. Like I literally, like, changing my voice it's painful. It is genuinely kind of painful for me. So I've kind of reduced that a little bit, just to good job for 8 hours. I mean, yeah, fair. But still, like it's I don't know. I couldn't do it. I know I couldn't do it. Not one bit. But no, I'm happy currently. I'm happy with the plan going forward and everything like that. Honestly, the laps here are fairly quick. We might be able to do this in about 25 minutes. That ain't bad, actually. That ain't bad at all. Objective issues of voice change it. Honestly, part of me wonders, like, if there isn't like some level of like software. Some level of software that kind of like helps like slightly change like the pitch and everything. No, don't worry about it. We're kind of already talking about like the concept of other streamers already, so like that's not as big of an issue. It's less so that I'm more like, hey, so and so is currently streaming right now, check them out, or hey, so and so just did a video, watch this now, type of deal. They're all 40-year-old men addicted to Strong Zero. I wish we got Strong Zero in the States. I want to try it. I've heard it tastes genuinely really good. Kind of thing. I appreciate that. But no, stuff like that, especially when it's like already on topic of like, you know, talking about like streaming culture and everything like that. Like that's fine. That's more than fine. Like we're already like going into the discussion of that. It's not that big of an issue. Like I said, it's just more so like just got the kind of out of the blue, hey, so and so did this video, watch it now type of, you know, almost, I want to call it self-promotion, but like the like basically like kind of like the immediate promotion of like other people as well. Just because it's time and place type of, you know, things. But yeah. But you know, Korone and like Kayla, they're just built different. I don't know how they do like the grinding streams and everything. There was a fighting game player, something that would freeze Strong Zero and Pepper and eat it or something. I mean, honestly, based like at a racing event I went to recently, someone made like wine. Granted, it was like cheap box wine, but like still, they made wine slushies. And holy moly, especially with the heat wave that was going through the area at that time, honestly, that was some damn good slushies. Like you had red wine and white wine slushies. And all I'm saying is, if a convenience store has a liquor license and a slushy machine, well, that'd be less good, because like you'd be giving them an open container of alcohol and everything, and that'd be less controlled. Wine slushies and ice cream is easy to make. Yeah, but it's good though. It's like super good. They made slushies for 5 hours. Oh gosh. Hopefully they diluted that with like other like beverage and fluids and stuff like that. It's like the 5 hour energy, it's a little itty bitty, and they got a crazy amount of caffeine in them. Oh gosh, I can never. If it isn't dry wine, it gives me something like, Yeah, no, it was kind of like a sweet red and like a semi-sweet white. It was good. Not that I don't like a dry wine from time to time, but for like dry wines, I much prefer them with like, you know, like an actual like meal. I wouldn't, you know, drink dry wines just, you know, off the cuff or whatever. Like you get like a good roast. You get like a good roast, right? With like a nice dry red wine. Oh yeah, that's delicious. Ah, the guy makes crazy stuff using construction tools. So he is a person doing actual fair. I will say though, I have had a Monster Energy slushie before. That was interesting. That was interesting. It was the regular Monster Energy flavor. I'm not the biggest fan of the regular flavor. I like the other Monster flavors. I don't like the regular Monster as much. It's like that one's a little too acidic for my taste. But it's you know, pretty good. I like that. But like a 5 hour energy, that has to like be diluted, because the amount of caffeine in just one of those little things, like you're putting in, you know, multiple of those. Can't drink none of it. Fair. Honestly, if you don't want to, don't feel like you have to force yourself to. It's probably quite bad for me. I try to limit my caffeine intake to like under like 400 milligrams of caffeine a week. So basically like 1.5 monsters max. And yeah, even then, like, you know, I still like I do try to heavily limit my caffeine intake. I drink V8 energy now. Which one's V8 energy? Is that like the vegetable with like the vegetable smoothie with caffeine in it? My body only accepts Red Bull. See, I've tried Red Bull before. The downside is the Red Bull is one of the few energy drinks that is actually low iodine diet safe. So when I was, you know, on the low iodine diet to prepare for my radiation treatments, Red Bull was like the only like energy drink I could drink. Oh, I like the racing team. I like the racing team. I do not like the drink though. I like Max Verstappen. I don't like the drink. I like Vettel. I don't like the drink. I like Yuki Tsunoda, he's adorable. I do not like the drink. V8 has black and green tea in it. Ooh. That's interesting. I don't know how I feel about that one. Would you drink it warm, or is it still like a cool drink? Like a cold drink? So I'm not the biggest fan of cold tea. I like my tea nice and hot. Say Max. Do. Max Verstappen. Do. Max, super, super, Max, super, Max. It's a cold drink. Ugh, nah. I'm not a big fan of cold teas. Mm-mm. Gamer subs, you can drink both. You can drink gamer subs hot. That's an interesting one. I've never done gamer subs. I used to do like the G Fuel and stuff when I was in college, just because it was a lot more shelf stable. But I will say it got it got kind of chalky for my taste. Wonder where we had an interesting server. I don't know. I've never seen those before. Input tax. Yeah, I imagine that gets expensive. Plus, also, like, it's just a cup. You get some cool cups, but like, still. Yeah, but even still, like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I'd like feel with the flavor of that as well. Like, I have tried, like, the boba teas as well. Nah. Mm-mm. And, like, the tapioca balls. It's, like, it's slimy. No. Mm-mm. No. It ain't for me. It ain't for me. I like my tea hot with a splash of honey and maybe a pinch of cinnamon in it. Or lemon. Splash of honey, splash of lemon. Ironically, just like I do with my whiskey, now that I think about it. Splash of honey, splash of lemon. Tastes good. You can try and see it inside. True, that is fair. That is fair too. I might try it. If I see one. Granted, to be fair, I've also not like seen one in my neck of the woods. But if I see one, I might buy it and give it a shot. I might. You do raise a good point there. Now I wouldn't probably buy it off Amazon like I do in Monster and like the big bulk packs. I'd probably like I'd probably buy like a single one at the convenience store and see it. Yeah, so it's kind of like the veggie smoothie mixed with like tea. I do like regular V8 though. I do like the regular V8, especially the carrot apple ones. That's probably my favorite. That one's good. Oh, it's not convenience store. It's Kroger's and Walmart. Okay. Do they sell them like individually bottled, or do you have to like get like the bulk pack? Oh, right, cold tires. Tires are still cold. Tires are still very, very cold. So we gotta make sure we heat them up a little bit. Starting to get just a wee bit of heat in them. Nah, you got a case, which is why. Oh, And that's annoying though, cause like, with stuff like that, like I wouldn't necessarily willingly buy like a full case if I don't know if I like it or not. What if they allow like samples? But I still that single and like up with it. Yeah, true. Convenience store, bodega, like that type of stuff. PC's lagging, so keystrokes are lagging. Oh gosh. Hopefully that issue is able to resolve itself. We're able to get that issue resolved. That is rough, man. That is absolutely rough. I think we may actually be able to lap the competition here, which is great. We're getting some fairly quick lap times as well. So this one actually isn't going to be as long as I thought it would be. And then we'll have more than enough time to do Monaco next. So yeah, we got plenty of time to complete the full championship, get all our prize money, get ever closer to 100% completion, and then prepare ourselves for... I think I want to do the Laguna Seca 200 miles next. I think that one is the one I want to do. Rather drink oil than get myself some breakfast. Welcome Sakura Prime. Hope you've been well. Welcome to the stream. Right now we are in the semi-final rounds of the JGTC Professional League Championship, and we are absolutely kicking butt here. I mean, the speed of this. The speed! Power. Yeah, no. To be fair, I've had energy drinks in the AM, but like, and I don't really eat breakfast because of the medication. Okay, you know what? I may be more Russian than I thought then, because I have essentially drank an energy drink for breakfast. That's probably not healthy. That's probably not healthy, actually. You know what, YOLO? After you slice the bacon and drink Red Bull for breakfast. The American way. Who says the bacon isn't even that filling either? Do bacon? I mean, I like bacon, but not by itself. For me, I like bacon when it's like with stuff. By itself, it's not really that like. You're adding a lot of calorie, but like not a whole lot of like sustenance. Not a whole lot of like satiation. Isaac wakes up, puts on his Adidas tracksuit and mixes his energy drinks. How did you know? Everything is cheeky breaky. Oh, that is a bad line to that corner. That is a Mazepin style line to the corner. Now the American way is drinking a Colt 45 and coffee for breakfast. Coffee with a shot of Jack Daniels. That is the American way. I guess it depends on like where in America you are. Give me your suck. Yes, I am enjoying your suck. Mmm, the suck. Delicious suck. Nutritious suck. Divine suck. Embrace the suck. Alright, now we just gotta chase down the two NSXs. We just gotta chase down the two NSXs. I think we can do that within a lap and a half. We can definitely do that within a lap and a half. We got full downforce. Max Wang. Yeah, we'll be more than good here. Next gear. Next gear. Shot of fireball and beef jerky. You know what? Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. Alright, the end sexes are pitting. We get one more lap. Yeah, we do this well within 25 minutes. We're absolutely kicking butt here. So, Côte d'Azur will probably be a 20 lap race. That one will probably take about 30-35 minutes. That one will take a little longer. Because the lap times there are fairly long. Just because you're just such a short, technical track. I go hate you, cricket. What? For real? Why? I love, okay, I'm not black, but I love beef jerky. Beef jerky is the bomb, especially when you make it homemade. Oh, it's so good. But like, is that really like a thing? Folks will look at it and ask where is the beef? It's shaved thin, so you can smoke it and have it shelf stable for a long time. I like beef jerky, but only if they make them exactly. Like, I mean, the store-bought beef jerky is not bad. But I find it sometimes a little bit on the drier side. I'm not able to like make my own marinade for like the store-bought stuff. But the homemade stuff, I can make my own marinade. I can pick and choose exactly how much, like, I want it to, like how, you know, how thick or thin I cut it. I can, I can choose kind of like all that stuff. It's great. It's super great. Oh, I gotta tickle my throat. Hang on a second. Yep, 20 laps, caught it. Let's do this. I'm gonna be salivating for beef jerky for the next 30 minutes. I know, I'm sorry. Hey, even if you don't own a smoker, you can still make your own beef jerky. There's recipes for like oven-made beef jerky as well. You just gotta, you know, have the patience to cook it for like 6 to 8 hours. Watch your blood pressure from the salt. Oh gosh, I'm getting bullied. Some dude was talking about on the bus and I was laughing into. I don't know. I like beef jerky. Hey yo, stop weaving. Yeah, I tried it in the air fryer since it goes to the lowest temp. Yeah, that's an option as well, although you can't get as much volume in the air fryer. If you got like a baking rack with the underside, like with holes in the other side and everything like that, and your oven can go down to like 170, 165, 170 Fahrenheit. I can't math what that is in Celsius right now, off the top of my head. Then you should be fine there too. You got a gas oven that makes it more difficult. Come on, through the hairpins. Alright, I don't need to slow down that much. With this much power, holy moly, the slow speed corners are very, very tricky, I think. Like, we are absolutely eating up our rear tires. Alright. Down into seconds. Through the chicane, through the Novo chicane. I do wonder would it be like the race different series at Monaco though. Like it's primarily basically like open wheels, like, you know, Formula E, Formula 1. And then you get the Porsche Cup as well as a one-make race that supports as a support race for Formula One. But I genuinely love to see like other series come race at like Monaco. What it would be like? Even doing that in like a sim or whatever. Obviously, some things just wouldn't work. Like anything multi-class probably wouldn't work well. Touring cars could do decently. You do well with touring cars. The kind of door banging wheel-to-wheel action is perfect for a tight track like this. Ferrari Challenge would be another fun one. Have them run a support race for like the Monaco Historic Grand Prix. Do Ferrari challenges here. There we go. Down in the second gear. Keep it smooth through the turns. There we go. For some McDonald's. I haven't had McDonald's in like I think since pre-pandemic. Yeah. 2019 was literally the last time I had McDonald's. And I remember because we were on a trip and we stopped for breakfast somewhere and I got a sausage McMuffin. The sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin, I think is what I got. Just because we were on those like early morning road trips and the sun was starting to rise and everything. I forget where we were going. It was one of those longer road trips. Gosh, it's really been like, God, it's such a long time. Go. Good stuff through and through. Tires are finally getting up to temperature. Yeah, we're doing right around like 130s. So not quite on the pace of the Toyota 2000, the Toyota GT1 in the license test, but well, we got some decent goings here. Granted, we're running, you know, a heavily modified version that's got 900 horsepower, whereas the GT1 only had like 600. This goes to show just how much a difference the downforce makes. Oh yeah. Wonder what kind of cars we'll get from this. Hopefully something good. Like we desperately need something good. First gear through the turn. Alright, we're about, I want to say about a third of a lap ahead of the competition. Something like that. Maybe about a half of a lap. I don't know, it's kind of hard to judge. That'd be kind of cool though. Probably about a lap or two. We'll see them heading up out of turn 1, Saint Devote, as we head into, I believe that's Tabac, that left-hander before the marina section. The marina and swimming pool section, I believe that's Tabac. But yeah, that's gonna be really cool, I think. We won't be able to see them this direction. We can kind of faintly hear them though. We can faintly hear them as they go the opposite direction. Alright, so yeah, 42. So yeah, about a half a lap actually. Gosh, this track is absolutely gorgeous though. Like it is super cool seeing, you know, like the actual Monaco F1 track, but like not just F1 cars here. Getting to race GT cars around here. GT3s and GT4s would be an interesting one. Obviously you couldn't do it multi-class because there's just no good place to like pass multi-class wise without it being dangerous. But single class could work. Go get the MO codes. You might win a free. Yeah. Get free McDonald's. I had 13 coupons and I had. Jeez, that's a lot of coupons. That is a whole lot of coupons there. Such a cool track. The elevation change is crazy. Just how steep, you know, the straight after turn 1 is. I'd say straight. It is kind of like a weavy lefty righty and everything. Sam, it's not a scam. It's a miracle. That's pretty cool though, that they do their run that promotion and everything. Still won't quite get me to buy McDonald's though. I don't know. If I'm eating out and I'm spending that much money anyway. Oh gosh, that's terrible. That was terrible there. Maybe my food from like ice creams, a pie, or a double burger. Interesting. But yeah, no, I don't know. Like if I'm gonna be actually going out to eat, if I want something quick and cheap, like the Wawa generally has some pretty good stuff, dollar per dollar. And if I don't want Wawa, I usually like go to like an actual sit-down restaurant. And even then, I haven't like. Granted, this month I've been eating out a little bit more than usual, just because of a lot of like, you know, doing stuff with family and everything like that. Could also give them like. True. That is true. That is a valid point. I don't get the Cokes, I want some free food. How do we do it? Ammo and Monopoly? I'm not sure what that is. So I don't really have much to. I don't exactly know much about that. Down through the gears, gotta brake early. Tires are starting to go a little bit, so the rear is stepping out a little bit more. Big bets. Through the swimming pool section. It's crazy looking at all like the billboards for like the different manufacturers, just how many of them aren't in that were in F1 when this game came out but aren't anymore. Like the Ford Jaguars used to be but aren't. Lotus isn't anymore. They were in the 90s, if just barely. Is that Peugeot? Yeah, Peugeot isn't anymore. Honda kind of is. But not to like the extent they were in the early 2000s. Like that is crazy just how many of these manufacturers are no longer in F1. But were. It's funny though, because the cars didn't use Pirelli at the time, but they do now. That is funny. That is a little bit funny there. There we go, back to the right. Oop. Down to the gears. Bridgestone was at the time. Bridgestone was partnered with Ferrari. I'm not sure if you can put URLs actually. I think I had that blocked by the stream elements. Oh, never mind. Okay, let's allow it. Alright, we got a lot of cars coming through. There's one YouTuber who I think blocked me because all I say when is some McDonald's in the live stream. Nah, that's not too bad. Alright, yeah, this lap I'm probably gonna pit. Downside is any effort I put towards passing these people now immediately gets put in vain. But I can take it. I'll only really be passing 2 people, I think. There we go, back to the right. Back to the left. Yum. There we go. Put it in food. Alright, sounds good. Sounds good, sounds good. Speed. Give me fresh tires, give me fresh rubber. Not exactly the best pit exit there, but that's fine. I'll take that. I will happily take that. And now we gotta get back up ahead of the rest of the field again to lap them. We are halfway through the race. And 50 minutes exactly as well. So yeah, this is gonna be about a 30-minute race. So yeah, we'll be finishing just after 11 Eastern US time. Gonna be fun, isn't it? That is going to be fun. There we go. We're gonna be braking here, down through the gears. Oop. At the inside. Okay. Ow. Alright, a little bit spicy. We're good. Alright, there's 1 car laps. We got 5 more to go. Ooh, okay, he's locking up his tires just a little bit. There we go, we can get by him there. Got 3-2 even with my bad luck. So okay. Yeah, sweet. I might give that a try then. I don't know, depends. Maybe. Received an email from my university. They would stop selling energy drinks if the student passed away. Oh gosh. Jesus, sorry to hear that. The student never drink any drink, but only drink 8 Starbucks every day. Okay, that's a little bit strange. So sorry to hear that they lost someone. Jeez. One of those things that people have been abusing, getting a ton of food from the kiosks. Ah. Yep. Yeah, so it's probably gonna be ending soon then because people are being stupid with it. This is why we can't have nice things, because some people ruin it for everyone else. About that? Nah. Oh yeah, about the you know, the school. Yeah, that's that's rough, man. That is absolutely rough. Hopefully, the you know, his family is able to, or the family is able to, you know, have some privacy to grieve and everything like that. Still, that is rough. It always seems like, regardless of like the school and everything like that, that those, you know, so young, you know, to have. But it's because even in my college, like there was, you know, someone that had passed away. Granted, with them it was a car accident. Just really unfortunate. Nothing that could be done. Just bad luck. It was they hit a patch of black ice one night, and it just, they weren't speeding. They weren't, you know, under any influence or anything like that. Just bad luck. They hit a patch of black ice one night, and it just, they wrecked the car, and that was it. It's unfortunate. I believe Ashim's gonna take camera lectures tonight. All good, man. We're not that far from the end of the last race of the night anyway. So hopefully you have a great, hopefully you have a great rest of the night. Rest well, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy. Take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Oh, Max Verstappen. Yo, smooth. Do. Max Verstappen. Gosh. Does anyone else have not one but two different theme songs? Because you have that one and you have the Super Max one as well. That is crazy. That is genuinely crazy. Like, holy moly. I mean, the guy's just a generational talent. Dude is side questing during the Formula 1 championship. Like, he's racing at the Nürburgring, which, like, getting that license. Like, dude is basically just, you know, having fun at this point. Oh, there's speed. Bonk. Alright, little itty bitty bonk. Itty bitty bonk there. Alright, another little bonk. Mini bonk. Come on. Come on. There we go. Speed! Into the chicane. Oop. Very smooth, very nice. Past the swimming pool section. Approaching rapidly 5 laps to go. Gosh, this vehicle is absolutely amazing as well. Okay, little twitch there. The slightest of twitches. I always like hearing the cars going by on the opposite direction of the track. It is really cool. You don't get to hear that too much in a lot of like races and everything. But it is always cool when you can. Go back to the right, back to the left. Yes. It was always fun getting that, doing the chicanes and everything. I think third gear is better for the second half of the swimming pool chicane. Yeah, third gear might be better there. I know second gear is better here. You don't want first. You almost never want to use first on this track. At least not anything higher power than like 200 horsepower. The rear end just steps out too much and you just kill your rear tires. Oh gosh. Alright, slight twitch there. Ever so slight twitch. Alright. Not bad. Not bad at all. Good. Alright, approaching 3 laps to go. The laps are slowly melting away as we are barreling towards the prize, the championship prize money, and the prize car. This is gonna be fun. Here we go, 3 to go. Still no 27s. We did that once. And that was very rapid, but I don't think we can get much quicker than that. I want to know what the open wheel cars can do here. I don't know, that'll be interesting to see what they can do on a track like this. Looking forward to it. Alright, the NSX is pitting. Both NSXs are pitting, kind of figured that. So is that going to allow the Supra to take the lead? Maybe. I think that is the case. Yeah, third gear is definitely better. I don't know why I keep dropping down to seconds. Alright, 2 to go. We may be able to start lapping some of the drivers. But we got a little ways to go for that one, I think. I don't think we'll be able to lap all of them another time. I think we'll probably get about midway through them. It's between how short the laps are and how difficult it is to pass. It's going to make things tricky. But I will take it. I will 100% take it. There we go. Down to the inside. Okay, this is one of the few times where second gear... Okay, thank you for running me off the road there, buddy. Thank you for doing that. You done? Can I get past now? You're done faffing about? Yes, you are. The Super is into the pits now. As we enter our last lap. Dang, that the Super is struggling then. It was doing okay in a couple of races, but now it's struggling. Alright, there's 2 drivers lap. There's the NSX. That's the next one. There we go. 2 more. Can we do it? We got the Nouveau Chicane and a swimming pool section left. We got a GTR and an NSX. Alright, we did it. We did it. Come on. Oop. We're on the final turns. Blast through the straights. Here we go. Yum. Nice. Not a bad run, I think. 2 laps ahead of them. That was a long one. But we did it. Alright, let's get the prize money. $250,000. Delicious. Nom 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 nom. Ooh, okay, so a bunch of JGTC cars. And NSX. That's not bad. We don't really have much of a use for that, but it is cool to have. It is cool to have, so yeah, okay, I'll take that. I will happily take that. Anyway, let's get ourselves nice and situated, because holy moly, our poor Super has been through the ringer, I think. Yeah, the oil is completely burnt. Oil is dead. I shouldn't get another Pagani. I wish. I don't know. It's not something we really could use. There's nothing that we could have really used much of. But hey, we're in the 90% range. Let's go. I'm excited about that. I am super excited about that. So yeah, next time we stream this, we're gonna do another endurance race. And then after that, we may do another, probably the GT World Championship, maybe. Probably. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I'm gonna be ending the stream here. Thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream, please make sure you leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what I'm doing in the comments down below. If you didn't like the stream, please let me know what I'm doing poorly so I could fix that in the future. With that being said, I've been Isaac Umbras, and wherever you're in the world, whatever time it is for you, may be a great time. And I will see you all in the next stream. Until then, take care everybody. Bye-bye.